Hey guys, of the Sky's Fire.
And I'm the other half of this stupid face.
He's the other half. Clearly the same skin color and everything. Alright, goddamn it, let's get back here.
Ya pasty.
And welcome to the Nintendo Switch Dots video. Holy crap! And for the record, I believe it's going on both of our channels, right? Alright. So, for your information, the Nintendo Switch was revealed as the codename NX is revealed as Nintendo's new console. Some talk of it being a handheld, some talk of it being a console. It's a seamless mixture of both, and in this video we're going to be talking about our thoughts. It is so hype-worthy, my boys! Alright.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty sick.
It's just,
Well, my first thing is the cost. I could see this thing 550, even maybe seeping into the 600s because of just how much there really is. Like, there's the obviously the console, and then the controller, and then the screen, and then the buttons. There's just so many different mechanical parts, it seems like, and the fact that Nintendo is now kind of partnering with tons of different companies like Bethesda and EA from what we've seen. Woo! And I know definitely a ton more that have wanted to do this kind of stuff with Nintendo forever, but you know, Nintendo's very private with their stuff, so they don't really usually like to do this kind of stuff, but they decided to, so that's like, what is the cost of this going to be? Because it's basically an Xbox, or not basically, because it's not going to have all the Xbox games, obviously, but like, it's like kind of an Xbox, a PS4, and a Wii U all in the same thing, and it's crazy.
Yeah, for real. It's really taking advantage of all of this. The fact that the Nintendo Switch, I've been calling it the Nintendo Spread for how long?
Spread some peanut butter on that.
Now spread your body open. I'm gonna come after that. I'm sorry. that's hey, okay. Let's tone it down, my boys. We PG. I'm sorry.
We ain't.
We ain't. The thing about the Nintendo Switch is that it's apparently partnering with EA, with Bethesda, because in the trailer we saw some Skyrim footage, we saw some 2K footage, we slamming them balls. And because of that, this seems really ambitious. If Nintendo is doing really badly over this past year or so, which they have, let's be honest, this is the thing that really can make or break Nintendo. Really just
Wah!
So, the whole thing I'm worried about is obviously the cost is gonna be, oh god, it better be affordable, like, during, like, some, I don't know what's gonna come out. It's gonna come out March 2017, so that's not, like, Christmas or anything, so,
I mean,
but, yeah.
I think they were saying that they're not even gonna tell us more details until 2017.
Yeah, for the rest of this year, they're not going to tell us any details. So today's being October 21st. We're not gonna get anything new until then. That's
a whole month and a half.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there have been like some random word from some other people who have tried out the Switch, and they said things like how the buttons feel and stuff like that. But nothing major about the console until next year.
Yeah.
The whole thing I'm worried about. Yeah, the whole thing I'm worried about is I mean, obviously, there's so many different moving parts, but what about the battery, you know? Because the console itself has a screen on it. Oh. The console itself has a screen on it, but then you can take off the buttons from the normal controller and put them on the console with the screen, and then move that around, like, wow.
Yeah, I think the main thing is that because it has its selling point is that unlike the Wii U, you can actually take it anywhere, unlike you can take it 20 feet away from the Wii U, and that's as far as you get. So the fact that you can bring it anywhere is its selling point, and needs to have at least like a 2.5-3 hour battery at least.
Yes,
if not more.
Yeah. 2.5.
Or a quick way to charge it. Like, if you can at least charge it really easily, then...
Yeah, I'm hoping for a wall charger, and, I mean, a wall charger will probably be what they come out with, but I'm hoping for, like, someone to come out with a rechargeable thing.
Rechargeable batteries?
Yes, I'm hoping for that. So, 2.5 hours sounds fine, honestly. Because, I mean, it's not like when you get your DS with you and you go on an airplane ride, I mean, I mean, yeah, you could play it for that long, but hey. The idea of being able to play something like Zelda Breath of the Wild or freaking Smash or Splatoon.
You know what I just noticed? The thing that I've been wanting forever is Splatoon either on the 3DS or just being able to play it on one thing away from the TV without the TV.
Go.
So I just noticed. You can do that finally! Thank God! That's one of the reasons why I have hated to play Splatoon is I don't want to have to look at my screen. I want to just, you know, play the game. So now they can actually do that. I don't know why they didn't just make that like that off the bat, but, you know, it's cool. So
yeah, really. And definitely that, and the idea that with games like Splatoon or pretty much any FPS in existence, there's not a lot of local multiplayer. Splatoon, there's literally none, or there will be 2-player multiplayer sometimes, split screen. But now they literally showed in the trailer like 4 rub your little nuzzle all up on that little muzzle. You can literally have, they showed 4 people all in the same room playing Splatoon. One person played with a normal controller, one person played with the taking the buttons off. It looks so good.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
They really took advantage of all the like everything that you can do with it. It's fantastic. Now going down to the bottom of it, let's see how this works. So we have a controller, normal controller. You take the left and right sides out, aka the buttons, and you put them, and you can play it like that. You can play it just like that. Or you can put it on the console, which has the monitor on it, and move that around. And since it's technically the console that you're walking around, it has that much power, but my god, it's so small! It's smaller than the gamepad!
Good!
And you can do that too!
Good. I'm glad it's smaller than the gamepad. I don't want it to be big.
Yeah, it's smaller than the gamepad.
It means it's more portable.
Yeah, and with so much power in it too. That's the thing that was really getting me at first. That was the thing that was really getting me at first. Like how something this small being able to run like Xenoblade Chronicles X, you know?
Yeah.
Just all the memory on this tiny thing. So
yeah.
Huh.
And Skyrim's even
Skyrim's huge.
Skyrim's bigger than Xenoblade Chronicles X.
So I mean
Skyrim's crazy. And the fact that you can run that smoothly with only on the little screen is crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Now real quick, I'll address this. I don't think this is an issue anymore, but I'll say what was my original concern. And I was really scared that the NX, or rather the Nintendo Switch, would kind of act as a sort of add-on for the Wii U. Obviously they're marketing it as their own new console. The reason I was scared was because it looks like this thing can literally do everything that the Wii U can do, and not that much different. It's basically like you being able to play your Wii U on the go. And play like local multiplayer like Splatoon for example. But besides that, it doesn't look like it does anything new. There's no real need for games specific to the Nintendo Switch because it's like the Wii U games, just play them here. It looks like they're the same thing, it's just being able to play Wii U on the go. That was my original concern. Yeah.
Well, my main thing is obviously both Microsoft and who makes PS4? Sony.
I don't know, yeah.
Like they do that thing where, you know, they PlayStation, PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, like they all have the same standard way of making games. Xbox cannot physically run an Xbox One game because it just doesn't have the processor for it. So that's what I think Nintendo's going after, is that yes, they are similar, just like these other systems between the Switch and the Wii U, but the Wii U would not physically be able to run the new Switch games because its processor just won't be good enough, simply.
Yeah, you're right. Not to mention the fact that they are...
I mean, they might be able to for a while because they have PS3 and PS4 games and Xbox One and Xbox 360 games, but they'll eventually make it where there are games that only work on the Switch processor, while the like they'll probably for another year they'll make it where the Wii U game you can still play these Switch games on the Wii U.
Yeah.
But after that they'll probably just be like, well, you don't have the Switch by this point, then sorry.
Yeah, that time will probably inevitably come, and by that point, I mean they deserve it. I mean, hey, because it's been that long. Not to mention even the fact that they are teaming up with third party with Sony and PlayStation or Sony and PlayStation. You get my point. Just to do this, like
Bethesda, EA.
That is huge.
It's really cool.
It can really make or break Nintendo, but apparently Nintendo's like stock like multiplied threefold by the time the trailer released. You have freaking Arby's on Twitter making like Nintendo Switch comments. Like, okay, this is big. It's big, my boys.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Ooh.
I don't know, the weird thing for me is that I'm also most excited about the third-party games, like being able to play, like on not Call of Duty, you know, not that kind of stuff. But
stupid stuff.
Honestly, if they, no, I don't. But like, if they got to the point where if they teamed up with Blizzard, I would honestly buy Overwatch for the Switch just to play the Switch just to play it on the road and play other places besides my house, because that would be really honestly, you know.
Well, you still need a moving internet. You still need a moving internet connection, though.
That's true, but like, I can't bring my desktop to
oh right, because I have a laptop. Okay, I understand. Yeah. And my laptop isn't good enough to run Overwatch. I'm in love with Overwatch, guys. I really love Overwatch. But like this, just watching 2K brought me back to when I played Madden and 2K and stuff. So now that they're bringing EA into the like they used to be partnered with EA when they made Madden like 10, but it wasn't right back in the back in 2010. Right.
It was crappy graphics that don't look good, and it's not the actual game. Now that they're actually making it with EA,
it's huge
and stuff, 2K and stuff, it's going to be actual like good games. It's going to be just like the ones you see on the Xbox and stuff, and it's going to be really, really good. And that's what I'm really excited for as well. So because then I would, because there's like some Xbox One, PS4 games that I want, but if there's something that I can't get on the computer, and then it might be something I can get on the same with you. If you're more of a PC gamer but you like Nintendo, but you also like a few PS4, Xbox 3, or Xbox One games, then like maybe this can be your chance to get it.
Yeah, definitely. This kind of seems like a way to be able to reach out towards three separate roads. If there ever was a chance for Nintendo to just jump back, it would be now, because they had the chance to. We don't know exactly how this will work. Maybe they're just like porting these games to the Switch or Wii U.
Oh, I would love that. That'd be perfect.
Yeah. But either way, whether they're doing that or making it specific to Switch, the fact that they're even teaming up with these with third parties is amazing. So I mean, we still need to see how far they'll go. But I mean, we saw a dude playing Skyrim. Just know how huge of a game Skyrim is, and the fact that your tiny little thing can play that on the go. Like, there's already so many running jokes about that. Like, the PS4, like, yes, I can play in 4K. And then you have the Switch. I can play Skyrim remastered on the go. I mean, hey.
But no, that was definitely a marketing technique. They probably have a ton of companies besides Bethesda and EA that they're doing this with, but they specifically chose Skyrim because to show people that this is one of the largest worlds in video game history. The fact that it can run this on the go is awesome.
It is
That's basically showing if we can run Skyrim on the go, we're gonna be able to run anything. Think about the possibilities.
Definitely.
They're gonna have tons of. Probably after that, they're gonna have. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lot of companies coming to them wanting to partnership for the Switch.
Like just today, like in the middle of today, I saw like a picture of like 50 companies, or no, about 20 to 25 company logos all lined up saying like we're all partnered with Nintendo in some way, and some of them were like food companies and stuff. But either way, there's if this is such a huge part of the Switch, there's no reason to give it up like that.
Yeah, I mean Nintendo used to be so exclusive. They used to be only themselves. They would not share their characters or anything, any rights to anything with anyone else. So I like the fact that they're opening up to other companies to be willing to make some moves that they really need to do now, like financially, economically.
Show me your moves, my boy. yeah, definitely.
Your moves.
So I mean, that's such an amazing thing. And not only that, but there's something I do want to bring up when it comes to the Nintendo's games. I should have probably brought this up while we were just like individually texting each other, but it looks like that there were some other games in there. So for example, there was a new Mario game, a new Mario platformer game. Is that Galaxy 3? Oh crap!
Yeah, at first I thought I looked at it and I was like, "Is this Mario Galaxy 1?" But because I never played that one, I played Mario Galaxy 2. But I was like, "This looks a lot like Mario Galaxy." So, but it would make a lot of sense for it to be Mario Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
So,
I saw one video on
the Galaxy game.
Yeah. Because we know Galaxy 3 is coming. We know it's coming. It's just a matter of what it is.
Yeah.
They already talked about. Yeah, they talked about Pikmin 4 in the 3DS Direct, yeah. So, they've revealed Pikmin 4, but not, Galaxy 3, so, that would make sense. Not only that, but, there was some random video on Twitter which was, like, speculating that could be, like, a remake of Super Mario 64, because there's, like, a spinning heart that's in 64. I don't think so. Because there's already a 64 remake.
No, I doubt it.
There's already a 64 remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it could be a lot better, I don't think it needs one. You know?
Yeah, the 64 remake added like 30 new stars. That's fine.
Like they don't make a remake of a remake.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Mario 64 DS Switch. That just sounds
DS Switch.
like DS Switch. It's like you already have Mario 64 DS. Already have two consoles in one name, and then it's Mario 64 DS Wii U,
and Sonic Switch. At the Olympic Games.
And Sonic at Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Summer Olympic Games.
That's one game title. What the hell?
One game title.
Stupid. Anyways, not only that, but there was also, and I want to bring this up, there was some Mario Kart 8 footage in there. But the Mario Kart 8 footage... Yeah, there was Mario Kart 8 footage in there.
Was it Mario? I knew that, but people speculated that it was a new game in general.
Here's the thing. It showed a racetrack from Mario Kart 8, and it showed on the left side of the screen, it was the first player. He was playing with that, but player 2 is playing as King Boo, which isn't even a character in Mario Kart 8, and there's 2 item slots. Those are huge changes.
Double dash.
Double dash. Double dash. Double dash.
Double dash.
Double dash
2. Double dash 2. Double dash.
Double dash, triple dash, triple dash.
What if they're making double, like as in the second double dash? That'd be really cool. Cause I know it didn't have the best mechanics. They can fix it, but think about it. What if for the Switch they made basically Mario Kart 8, but a huge add-on, basically basically double dash. You can play with 2 people. They fixed the mechanics of double dash. They two items, the characters, so it's like. Basically a new game, but with Mario Kart 8 mechanics.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
For the record, I have the trailer right here. I'm gonna pull it up right now. So as you can see there, that is Mario. They're playing on Yoshi Circuit. That was a wait. Yeah, Yoshi Circuit's a double dash map. There's King Boo right there. You got 2 item slots right there. 2 item slots right there. Mario. Wow! But okay, the game looks.
They wouldn't remake Double Dash, would they? They would just make like the next Double Dash game.
The biggest thing about Double Dash was the fact that there were 2 people in one car, and they don't have that here.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's just I don't know what they're doing with that. Because why would they have 2 items if it wasn't?
That is really odd. Here one more time, guys. Here's the picture.
Maybe because it's not a finalized version?
Or maybe it's just a Switch version. Or maybe it's some massive update exclusive to people who have the Switch. Because it looks exactly like Mario Kart 8, it's just that they added it. Look, that's even King Boo's even riding a car that's in Mario Kart 8. It might literally just be Mario Kart 8, but Switch exclusive.
Like crazy DS. Yo, they switching it up.
Why didn't we come up with that joke before? They're switching it up. Nintendo's switching up the game. Oh my god, I love that.
Yo, title quote.
Title of this video right now.
Sorry.
Anyways, they also showed Splatoon, And apparently the Splatoon characters have different hairstyles from normal Splatoon. So because of that,
I didn't notice.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either. But I saw it again and then I noticed. So people are calling it Splatoon. FPSs don't really need sequels that much, especially if it looks like they're not changing a thing. But
if they make a Splatoon, that would be dumb. They don't need a Splatoon. They don't need a second Splatoon, especially not already, unless they would have to do something completely different to make.
Which it looks like that both Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon still look like the exact same game.
Maybe that's the whole part of the Switch thing, is you have your games, and when you play them on the Switch, they're different. Like Mario Kart 8, for example. If you play Mario Kart 8, then maybe you have that kind of double dash little thing. And with this, maybe it just changes up some things as well.
Yeah,
maybe it's just the Switch. It's probably like the Switch exclusive. I don't think it would be a new game on either of those, really.
What I'm thinking is, since Splatoon and Mario Kart 8, it looks basically like the exact same game, honestly. Just with like some added stuff, like new hairstyles or different characters, different items. I'm assuming it's the same game, it's just an update. But
yeah,
that's interesting. How, like, the fact that they even showed it off in a trailer based off of Nintendo Switch, like, it's like, what does that have to do with Switch? It'd be interesting if they went with your idea and made it so that the update only worked if you were playing on the Switch, because that basically would completely
because from what I'm saying,
basically makes the Wii U useless. It makes the Wii U useless because I saw a thing earlier today where they said that the touchscreen console thing functions like almost identical to the gamepad. The screen is touchscreen and everything. So, that's interesting.
Revenge said it's cute.
No.
I thought you were like, that's cute, interesting.
No. That is one of my sayings now. Like, not even now. Like, for a while, I would just go like, huh, that's cute. Like, too. Anyways, moving right along. We have So we have a new Mario game. We have a Mario Kart 8 double dash. We have,
double dash.
Triple dash, my boys.
Quadruple dash!
Oh no. So we have a new Mario game, we have a Mario Kart 8 thing, we have a Splatoon thing. If the Switch releases with this lineup, holy crap, that would be such a good launch. That would be such a good launch lineup, my god.
Yo, Switch Sports.
Switch Sports.
Switch Sports Resort.
Oh! Yeah, for real.
I
kind of like that. Like, literally go out. Dude, the thing I love about this as well is that it makes basically every single Wii U game local multiplayer.
Does it?
Here's the thing. If the game has online multiplayer but no local multiplayer, like Splatoon for example, then you know, you can just like get everyone in one place. Not to mention the Switch. How the controller works is that you can play it in a number of ways, okay? Say, for example, you can play on your console, but then you take the left and right parts out. Sorry. You'll play on a normal controller, but you'll take the left and right parts out. And you can also play it like that without them being attached to anything, like they showed off with the guy in the airplane, right? Or you can attach it to the console, or, you know, the console, and, play it like that. Or you can also play it by, like, getting one of the sides, like, only one of the sides, either left or right, and playing it like a Wii remote. And that is how you can do two-player. Like, you with one console, you're literally bringing around a Wii U and two Wii remotes everywhere. And a gamepad. By literally just taking out the sides, giving one to your friend, which is what, like, this one girl did on a roof or something.
Yeah, with what game were they playing?
I forgot. I don't know if they showed it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? The girl's on the roof, and she gave like one of her friends the There's so much possibilities. You're literally
Yeah,
bringing
it's
around a Wii U and a gamepad and 2 Wii remotes everywhere. So, one more thing, and it regards like the whole thing that we were talking about when we were saying like the two. They need to come up with a name for this. They really need to like think of a name for these two things that you take off of the controller and put them on everything and play with them. The in and out. Like these things. Whoa, that looks weird. The things that you take out of the controller and put over there. The two controllers basically. They basically function like Wii remotes because you can give them to one person and they can hold it sideways and they can play it like a sideways Wii remote. But
the Switch remotes.
The Switch remotes. Does that also mean that the Switch remotes are motion controls? Does that also mean that the Switch remotes can function with a sensor bar? The Wii U gamepad has a sensor bar inside of it, so you can play Wii games in like the next room or far away from the TV. But does that mean that the Switch remotes will function like that? Because like they're part of the normal controller, and then you can also play them like that, and then you can also put them in the console. Like that's interesting.
It is interesting.
Because that also means that they would have to put like a little sensor bar into the console, which they did for the gamepad, but
I don't think it would be that difficult.
Probably wouldn't.
They'll probably just take the same mechanics and put them in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'd be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I suppose not.
But
And,
I mean, it's a good thing. Like I don't know whether or not they will make, because they haven't shown someone like pointing at it, or they've just shown them being used as controllers.
Yeah, not to mention like I
We
don't
don't
even
know.
know if it has all the buttons. There's a controller out there, but
I mean, I know that the little ones have 2 buttons and then 4 buttons. So like
yes,
on one it's like A B, like it has
ABXY.
Well, I'm guessing on one it has like the control pad, the other it has ABXY. I'm guessing on the other one that is the control pad, is the ABXY. Because
you
I don't
remember
know
the
how
scene of the guy playing in the airplane?
Yeah.
He was
I'm
playing
talking
it like
about,
a.
if you use, I'm talking about if you use them like sideways, because
Yeah.
they're different. The two small ones are different.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like one is the control pad and 2 buttons under it, and the other is the ABXY and then 2 buttons under it. So my guess is that the ABXY, at least I haven't seen a picture of it since I watched the show, so I might be wrong, but
I'm gonna put a picture on
that
screen
is-
right now, and I'm gonna send you the picture that I just talked about.
Oh, okay. So yeah. This is what. Oh, never mind. I was okay. Yeah. So this is kind of also what I was saying, kind of.
So let's say so let's first take the guy who was playing it in the airport or in the airplane, right? He was playing Breath of the no, he was playing Skyrim, and he was using it like a Wii remote and nunchuck. So the right side is he's using the ABXY and the right trigger, and then on the left side he's using the thumbstick, or and the left trigger. So yeah, he can easily do that. Oh, and if you want to use them like 2 Wii remotes, then yeah, you both people already have like a whatever you call the rotating things, and 4 buttons to play with.
Joysticks.
And L and R button. But it doesn't have like the 1 and 2 button or the plus and minus button, so that probably doesn't mean it's like compatible with Wii games. Like it's probably not that. It's not probably double backwards compatible, if you know what I mean.
My only thing is that controller's really fat. How is that gonna feel in your hands? I don't want it to be too big, because like the Wii, I know it's not the Wii U obviously, but like the Wii U gamepad feels really big and bulky and just so much. And I can use it, it just feels really big. And I don't know, is there like grips or something that makes this feel really comfortable in your hands? Because it just looks fat.
Hopefully the two things that Hopefully the 2 things that you grab on the sides have something like that. Because yeah, I don't like how it like the sides look good and feel good. You grip them, and then it's just a huge cube in the middle.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of just wish the middle part kind of went up around the Wii U part, so it wasn't like it just didn't look like a big. I mean, I think it looks cool. It's just I'm a little concerned about how it's gonna feel.
I mean, look at the guy's hand. It's a little smaller than it looks.
Yeah, it is a little bit smaller than it looks. Which is also why people look funny when they play with the Wii remotes, because it's like, because it really is. It's like you're playing like this, but you know, at least you can play. So that's the cool part. I don't. If you can play with,
you can play. It's like, I mean, hey, have fun, man. Leaves house. No.
Yeah, that's cool. Like the fact that you can play it on the, even if you can't play it with the complete comfort, at least you can play it. I think that's cool in general.
I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
Okay, so these two. What are we gonna call the things on the sides? Are we gonna call them switch remotes?
Switch remotes? Sure.
Sure. We'll call. Okay, so the two things on the sides that you remove, we'll call them switch remotes. Okay, so they can't be used like Wii remotes. I mean, you use them like Wii remotes, but you don't use them like exactly like them. Like you can't play Wii games with them because they're missing so many buttons.
Yeah, and they're not really. They don't have the A on the front, the B on the back. You know.
Oh yeah,
they're like regular remote controls, but
they're like an SNES control. It's like an SNES controller.
Yeah, it's an SNES controller, but I mean, obviously without the select and start.
That
Here's
my point. My point. Are you talking about the plus and minus thing?
No, I was just gonna see if maybe, because I see that maybe that's the back of it.
Well, here, no, that's the front. Here, my point is this.
No.
My point is this: since it doesn't have the same controller setup as any other controller we've seen, that probably means that the whole thing that the two girls were doing on the roof when like one took each one and they were playing two-player like that, you know, that's probably for a original game, like for an original Switch exclusive game where you only need like an ABXY and a joystick.
Yeah, they'll probably make a lot of almost not mini games, but not as crazy.
Original Switch games.
Yeah, original like Switch games that aren't as complex.
Yeah, and that's kind of the and yeah, that right there is evidence of it. That's evidence, Your Honor, because
here, answer me something. Do you see you see the controller? You see the triggers on the back?
Yeah.
Is that on the Wii remote or the Switch remote, or is it on the base? I'm guessing it's on the base, right?
I think that's on the Switch remote.
Is it?
I think the base is a little lower than that.
But then, what is that for?
Say, for example, you remember the two people who were playing Mario Kart using these like Wii remotes?
Yeah. You'd say that's to like drift.
Yes.
Or whatnot. Okay.
Because then it works perfectly. You move like you have your joystick, ABXY, and drift.
My only question is why, like, that would be on the left side for one person and the right side for the other. I guess that doesn't really matter, but
yeah,
just interesting.
Okay, I guess the whole problem with it, I guess the problem is if you want to.
I mean, it's not for intense hardcore gaming, obviously.
So the thing that I got from this is the fact that okay, say for example, you're playing it on the controller. You can play pretty much any game like that. If you're playing it on the console gamepad monitor thing, you can play any game with that. Any Wii U game, any Xenoblade, you can play any game. Even if you're playing it like the guy in the airplane did when he was playing Skyrim, you still have all of the buttons there. But if you do the thing where you separate it and give one to each person, not only does that make it so that, like, that pretty severely limits the amount of games you can play. I don't even know if you can play Mario Kart normally. You know? You use L for items and you use R for drifting, but you only have one bumper button.
If that's even on it, I still kind of have speculations that that's on the base.
Yeah, that's true. From the looks of it, it only has A, B, X, Y, and the joystick. So we know that two people can play it like a Wii remote. People were playing 2K like that. But yeah, how exactly does that work? That is the mystery, and I guess we'll just stick with the fact that the Switch probably has its own original game is meant for that. Alright,
Yeah,
so
they probably have their own games, probably not as complex games that are very like multiplayer based. Like you want to play something, but you on the road and you got friends, well, you can play.
they'll market it like that. You know they'll literally market it like that. Are you alone on the road? Have friends. Have a Switch to both of the parts and someone else sitting next to you with the game in.
Did you say, Switch? Are you alone on the road with friends? I like that. You're alone on the road with friends.
Then get the Switch. Wait, it doesn't fit with anyone. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that deserves an improvement. Anyways, guys. So there's still a lot that we don't know about it. It's just a teaser trailer, and I'm guessing that they'll have like a live event or direct where they're actually saying. I don't know. When they'll actually say what's gonna be in this thing, what contraptions is in this thing. But for now, leave the comments down below what you think is gonna be the Nintendo Switch. What do you want in it? What do you want? Double dash, double dash, double dash, double dash. And as always, actually, I'll let Kill do the things.
What? What am I doing? Oh. As always, wait, no, I was about to steal yours.
As always, make sure
to like, comment, and subscribe for more on all of the things Nintendo.
He's stealing my outro!
This is the Sky's Fire.
You can't do this, bro. It's going on your channel too.
And I'm the Killer Kill.
I can't come up with good outro material for yours. Go, do it.
Alright, see you guys. This is I don't have an official outro anymore. I hated how my outro sounds, so I just kind of end my videos by just being like, bye, see ya, Killer Kill out. We out of here. Any of these. This is for the highlight reel, and we'll see ya next time.